Today, family, we're gonna combine the flow offense and the pace offense with the bad boy defense on RTTV. Shout out to family member the Motor Kid, and he already hit me with the tip-off flush. It's gonna be a good game. He can play. Alright, so to those of you who would like about playbooks, make sure you go pick up a Brooklyn Nets playbook. That will be the next money play playbook, and you can see here I'm running the double dragon out of the Brooklyn Nets playbook in flow. So that playbook is awesome. Make sure you pick up a Brooklyn Nets playbook as soon as you can. And here, family member, the Motor Kid. It's got LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Shaq, Kyrie, but the bad boy defense still holding up. We're able to get some turnovers, easy baskets. And throughout the theme of this game, I stayed in the bad boy defense the whole time, but I didn't start the half-court press. I started that in the second half, but as you can see, the initial bad boy defense still holding up great. He's leaving AD in the corner, so I just pretty much brought off-ball help with AD. But the theme of this game was he was making some really tough shots. Here, his gold young Kobe was able to hit this fadeaway, and he did pretty good with Amethyst LeBron James. I was able to shut it down on both ends, but hey, LeBron's LeBron, and one. But some of these shots got me a little bit frustrated because this is my Amethyst David Robinson and it's Ben Wallace just hits it on me. But as you can see, the bad boy defense is holding up, so if shots like that go in, don't get frustrated. Just keep your defense up. It will carry you to victory. Here, I'm beginning to run some pick and fades with Russ out of the flow motion. Westbrook is a very good flow motion point guard because he can get deep into the paint. Even if the space is tight, Westbrook can still get in there with his speed and passing. You can rotate the ball, find the tight spaces, squeeze those some mid-ranges in flow motion. Still 2 points, family. And in the second quarter, the bad boy defense still holding up. I got a lot of rebounds, turnovers, we were able to finish in the break. But he continued to make really tough shots, so props to him. And by the end of the second quarter, we were tied up in the first half. As you can see from the stats, the game was still close, partly because I turned the ball over myself and I did not generate any free pointers, which is the weakness of the flow motion offense. It is solid, it is consistent, it is nice and slow, but you don't get a lot of frees. So with us only up by one, but the defense playing so good, I decided to switch to pace, but still stay in the bad boy defense. I got Kevin Durant as my power forward in small ball running the bad boy D. And oh, family, the pace unleashed the floodgates. You can see here, David Robinson is now the pace motion center. Normally, I like AD, but I was still trying to, showcase David Robinson here. So I had him as my pace motion center, and he was doing great. KD alongside power forward, and we have began the half-court press at this moment. Second quarter, I turned it on. In the first half, I didn't really leave it on, and you can see the half-court press and the bad boy defense is clicking on D, and because of pace, we're now getting a lot of free pointers because of the spacing, and we are hitting them. We are slowly begin to pull away from family member the Motor Kid, and Paul George, a great 6-man on the Fantastic 10. We're still in that half-court press, we're shoving him, we're bullying him, we're punching him, we're rushing his offense, which is good, we're rotating, and the shot that Ben Wallace was making before, now he's not making them. He's still grabbing offensive rebounds, but the tough shots that were going down in the second half no longer happening now with the bad boy D half-court press. And once again, we're in pace motion. I am hunting for frees because I know I need frees. The D was solid. We just need some free pointers to pull away from him. The flow motion was great too, but it wasn't generating free, so no matter how hard we D, we didn't pull away. Here, I run back with the center. Tough shots are no longer going in when they're challenged. I told you, stick with your defense. Don't worry too much about the other guy making tough shots. They can't make tough shots all game, right? If you D hard, it will pay off. We got KD as the power forward here. We're running that pace motion lubrication with D-Rob. The spacing is too much. Robinson rose perfectly with a little bit of hesitation. Throw down by the Admiral. We're up 9. He hasn't scored for a very, very long time. It's only at 26. Remember, he started the quarter at 24. He tries to rush it down. We go back with the center. David Robinson blocks it to Kyrie. And we're being merciless. We're coming quickly. And we're bringing in Russell Westbrook to end the quarter. I love doing that. He's actually my preferred pace motion attack ball handler when KD's tired. We were able to rotate the ball twice. Draymond, beautiful pass. Paul George, bangity, bang, bang, bang. 43 to 28. 15-point lead. End of the quarter. Russell is still doing his thing as the pace motion. Oh, look at those hesitation moves. Woo! 45-30. And to end the quarter, we're still in pace motion. High pick and roll on the side. Russell Westbrook and one. So that's it, family. The pace motion in the third quarter pretty much ended the game alongside the half-court press bad boy D. Now in the fourth quarter, I switched back to flow motion. And you must be like, Sam, why would you do this? The pace motion was so amazing in the third quarter. Why don't you just run it the whole game? Doesn't work that way. This is kind of like the Golden State, you know, that ultra small ball lineup they have. It's deadly, it's got crazy stats throughout the year, but you can't run something like that for the whole game. Even it's a short game like RDTP, no. Something that powerful, that small, and that deadly won't really hold up on the defensive end that long throughout the course of a game. Flow motion with Bad Boy D is consistent. I always start off with that. If you can beat someone with that, you're going to beat them safely, you're going to beat them easily. But if it's not really happening, even though I was playing great in the first half as you saw, it wasn't really happening, so I switched to the pace as kind of like a surprise attack, like a blitz. You blitz someone with pace, but you play in flow. Once you have blitz enough and you got a big enough lead, like I had a 15-point lead to start this quarter, I've gone back to flow to begin the quarter. I ended up with pace just to test it, but I was able to hold the lead because of flow and the Bad Boy D. And the half-court press too, where you're like, oh Sam, why don't you do that the whole game? You destroy him. Same thing, not like that. There's a lot of inherent gambles with the pace and with the flow and the half-court press. You need to find the right balance throughout the course of a game. So I suggest start with flow. If you're beating him with flow, do it. If not, switch to pace, switch to the half-court press, and as you can see, my half-court press killed him there. He tried to run a full court, and I scored on him easily with a flush. I ran a half-court, I got him a turnover. So half-court press all day, pace motion pick and roll, bang! So remember what I taught you. I've taught you the pace, I have taught you the flow, I have taught you the Bad Boy D. But you need to rotate these things in a way that makes sense, and the Admiral got amazing footwork. Alright, so make sure you rotate these things in a manner that works against your opponent and throughout the course of the game. Hamilton steals it again in half-court press. That's absolutely game. We end up winning by 22 since he's a family member. We show sportsmanship at the end. And that's it, family. Really important lesson today. The Bad Boy D's is locked down. You can combine it with pace motion offense in small ball for short bursts. Don't run it the whole game. You can probably beat an amateur, alright? If you want to run it the whole game, pace motion, small ball, Bad Boy defense, you can beat an amateur. I mean, you're in the family. We'll beat most of that, all of that. But if you face someone who knows what they're doing, or another family member, like Dumbo, that kid here, you gotta play smart. Start off with flow motion, nice and safe. See how they respond. If you know you're winning, you know the D is solid, hit them with pace motion at the right moment, pull away, go back to flow motion, close the game. Alright, that's just how you gotta play. And you can see by the stats here, in the third quarter, second half, were amazing, 40-19. We held him to a similar field goal percentage. He was in 47 the first half, second half 44. It just beat the so great on offense because of the pace motion. And you can see from the shot chart there, that's the game. That's a crazy shot chart. It was either nothing but inside or corner threes. I love doing that, so there you go. Also, the defensive settings that you guys have came to love, this will be at the end. He had a pretty solid team. He's got Russell, Kyrie, LeBron, AD, Shaq. He's got a nice team. So you can check out the settings here. And as always, thanks for coming by. Happy long weekend. More tutorials, more pack openings, and more real NBA talk coming. I'll probably do a feature on how to defend the real-life Golden State Warriors better. And I've also created a new defense, the Golden State Warrior defense, where it's switch-heavy, physical, and you can play small ball. At the same time, still, play very physical. So that Golden State Warriors defense is also coming soon. It's really, really good. Same level as the Bad Boy. The neutral one is already inferior. So stick with the Bad Boy, and I'll also show you the new Golden State Warrior defense soon. So that's it, family. Thanks for coming. Enjoy the settings, and I'll see all of you next time.